Hey, does anyone ever have a bad day or just like a down day? So, yesterday felt like a down day for me. I didn't create a video, didn't do much. I actually spent quite a few hours gaming, which was a lot of fun because I connected to my husband and some of our relatives and our kids. So, I love that, but I felt like not really stuck, but didn't work maybe towards any of my goals except for mentally. So I wanted to talk about our values and our goals and what we do to actually go towards them. So we have values, right? So you value time, you value freedom, you value beauty, you value health, family. There's just like a wealth of values we have out there. And then we make long and short term goals to go along with those values. And after we do that, then we just take the steps to work towards that. So if you take a simple example, I want to go to college. I'm in ninth grade and I value a higher education. I value the actual college degree, a bachelor's degree. So your long-term goal is going to be getting into college. And another long-term goal is going to be graduating high school, right? And so what are your short-term goals? Well, those are probably going to be getting into honors classes or AP classes, and getting good grades is a short-term goal. Obviously, moving on to the next year, so from 9th to 10th grade. And then how do we do that, right? We've got this long-term goal as a ninth grader. It's a little overwhelming because we're going to be an adult and we're going to have to do all this stuff on our own. So how do we do that? How do we not get stuck in the weeds, as my husband and I like to say? Well, you just make the decision every day to do it. It's just putting literally one foot in front of the other. And it doesn't matter which way you're walking, right? Wherever your values take you, you're actually taking that step. That is the hardest step to take, is to just take it. When you're a kid and you're in the ninth grade, of course you're going to have parents who help you. They're going to get you up. They're going to motivate you that way. It's a little bit more difficult when we're adults. But as a kid, we get up and we decide, do I get up and go to those classes and get those grades, or do I stay in my bed and not get up for the day because I'm too tired? And sometimes you need those mental days, but it's when those mental days or those one-off days turn into 4 days in a row, right? Or 2 days here this week and 3 days the next week, and maybe a week out of a month now, you're kind of not doing anything towards your goal. And that really puts us behind. And so what can get us in the way of our goals? What are our barriers? You have mental barriers, right? You can have depression, anxiety, other sort of just cognitive stuff where you're just down on yourself and you're like, I can't do this. Or you could have environmental barriers. You could be choosing the wrong friends and they're not really being positive or pushing you towards your goal, or helping you at all. Or maybe your home life kind of sucks and you are having a hard time getting motivated because of that. So those are the environmental. It could be financial. If we're talking in the ninth grade, maybe your parents are lower socioeconomic and you need to kind of get a job to help out. So now you have the pressure of a job on top of being in very hard classes like honors and AP, not only being in them, but getting the grades you need to get it done. And it's all possible with those barriers. Again, it's just taking that first step, not letting those down days get to you so that your down day turns to 2 or 3 or 4 down days. So I encourage everybody out there to keep going. It took me 15 years to get my master's degree, and at any point in those 15 years, I could have given up. I could have used the excuse of, I have little babies at home, or I have toddlers, or I have elementary age kids, or middle school kids, or I have a husband, or, I'm so tired from working and going to school and being there as a parent or a wife. But I didn't let those get to me, and it took me 15 years, but I just took one step in front of the other and I got there. So I'm here to say, you guys got it. Take your down days, but keep going and keep moving forward.